hopefully.
Yeah. We's alive. What's up, Stags?
Do you want us to drop the link to
yeah, let me toss out this link real quick.
Not the REDEYE stream.
Right, I'm sending Communists in Space the link.
What up?
Hey, how's it going?
Are we fighting communists again tonight?
We were until they got tired and left.
Guten Tag, mein Herr.
Down with commies.
The commies they got tired and they left. So
that Owen's a sweet. He's a sweet boy. That's a sweet boy.
He
is likable.
He means well.
I honestly do think his heart is in the right place.
Yeah,
he's a nice young man. He's a nice young man.
You could be wrong all three there.
He could be an evil genius and you just not know it.
No.
He's
that is not the case. What's up, Commie in Space?
Guten Tag, mein Herr, Communist in Space.
Hi.
Are you?
I was disappointed that you didn't come in.
Yo.
I was disappointed that you didn't decide to come in.
Oh, I didn't know I could get in, like, the first, when the socialist guy was on.
Well, you're not a real socialist anyway, you're Scottish.
Nah, he probably wouldn't have liked me, though.
Well, not, like, hold on, Communist in Space. Who does? I'm only joking.
It's exactly where I want to put communists. What? Anyway, what did you think about the whole thing? How much did you actually see?
I'm
sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was just saying that I was like jumping back and forth and so I didn't catch a whole lot of it. But I mean, what I did catch, like I said, it was confusing on both ends. I was watching two streams and they were both confusing and just pretty much talking nonsense.
So you missed Godbotherer, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I missed Godbotherer. I didn't see him at all. I mean, I see him in the chat, but
that was the thing.
I was surprised you didn't hear him.
He exploded. He exploded. I was just like, holy shit. I kind of want to clip that out.
Is he like a crazy person or something? Because he started going on about Freemasons and shit.
Oh, I have no idea. But it was definitely entertaining. It was a thing, you know. It was definitely a thing.
Definitely a thing.
I can see a lot of me in that guy. He was me basically 2 years ago.
Eventually, you're just gonna grow up and become a capitalist.
I grew up and became a Marxist-Leninist. What you have to realize is you can't just go halfway with the anarchist shit. You've got to take the full package. You've got to become
a kill crazy totalitarian dictator.
You've got to kiss Mao, Stalin, and Lenin's assholes.
Hey, Red in the chat. No. So I've got another one planned for tomorrow, which will be fun. So one of the other guys that was in the chat is who I'm debating tomorrow. A guy named the Liberal Sanity Project, I think. So that should be fun. We're gonna do I guess libertarianism, the NAP, and other things. So that should be
Liberal Sanity Project. That's an oxymoron.
So
that is kind of an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
What are his what's the guy you're debating tomorrow's stance? Or
Well,
is that what you're debating
he's.
for right
I'm
now?
more. I'm more. It's more along the lines of I'm defending libertarianism and the NAP and stuff like that. I'm guessing that's how he wants the things to go. It was very vague because basically Sinatra says put out a tweet asking for people to debate him on gun control, and I kind of wanted to do that because I haven't got a chance to do that with anybody yet. So I told him, I said, well, if there's anybody you don't want to debate, send them my way. Or so I was just like, I'll just I'll just sit, and it's this guy responded, and he's like, well, I'm kind of bored with guns. And I was like, well, that's what I wanted to talk about. He's like, well, what else do you believe? And so I was like, well, and so I started listing off stuff, and he's like, let's do that. I was just like, okay, well, whatever.
What time are you streaming tomorrow?
11 in the morning, Central
Wow,
Time.
that's early for you.
It is super early. The whole I'm actually running on like 3 hours of sleep.
That's something I got quite used to when I was looking after my dad.
Yeah. I was working on a guitar related project this morning. So I woke up and went over to my dad's house, and I'm rehousing an amplifier into a lighter wooden cabinet that I built. So because the thing weighs like 45 pounds, and I really don't like carrying it up and down the stairs all the time. So I built a much lighter cabinet out of some wood called Empress wood, which weighs basically nothing. It's like what they make surfboards out of.
Oh, cool. So it's like, I mean, it's just similar to balsa wood then, I take it?
Not really, but it's very light and it's somewhat soft, but it's like there's so many things, like it's like fire resistant. It's got, you put epoxy, basically you finish it with epoxy, right? And then it's just, as it's basically, same as a surfboard. It's not, it's not going to break or anything. And it's it grows really fast. So that's another thing.
Is it a pretty high quality wood? Expensive?
It's kind of expensive, but only because it's Chinese, and it's not really a native species. So
right, I've never heard of it. So
well, it's either called Empress wood or how do you say it? Paulownia? Polonia? I don't know. It's named after a Russian princess or something, if I remember correctly.
Cool. You got a request in the chat, Horace, on how the end of the debate ended up.
I missed the last bit of the debate. He got kind of irritated, and there were some questions that I felt like he was getting irritated with, like basically the whole labor's not stolen. Labor's not necessarily stolen, and you have to learn how to grow and be better. I mean, the way he's got it framed in his head, I think, is someone just has skills, like they just have them.
He comes from what classes I assume is an upper middle class background.
Well, he has that kind of accent that's kind of.
Well, that's for C pronunciation. A couple of years in an English university will give you that. But
yeah.
He did say that his parents taught like that as well. So, there you go. His parents are probably professionals.
He is not like a socialist. He thinks he is, but he's not.
That's where most socialists come from, though, communists.
It's true. It's true. Most of the socialists I know are pretty, have pretty well-off parents, and
this is first world socialism. Though you're speaking, I'm a third worldist.
Oh, so, come off it! You're from Scotland. That's not the third world. That's the fifth world.
No, I don't. I don't think.
Hold on, communists in space. You're from Scotland. And we all know that Ethiopia sends fucking aid to Scotland. It's that bad.
Oh, God.
Fucking
Damn it,
Ethiopia.
Damn it, Stags.
That one's great.
It's terrible.
That was great.
That hurts my heart. But yeah, John. Basically, it was basically the fact that when we were trying to explain, and I was trying to nail down how he expects to get, or how he could convince people to give up all the things they love about capitalism in order to just.
Well, this is where I agree with you. For a first worldist, it doesn't make any sense because they live. For most first world people, they live such privileged lives that they have no revolutionary potential.
How's it privileged? Even in the first world, most of us work for literally everything we've got.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, he is right.
Put it this way: if I work at a Starbucks in the UK, that's probably going to make 10 times what a worker in like India or most African countries is going to make.
Well, at the end of the day, that's a lot of that's down to the management of the country you live in as well.
No, it's not. It's down to imperialism taking wealth and resources out of the third world.
It's fucking not.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
no, it's all baby boomers putting our future on the fucking credit card and then expecting the younger generations to fucking pay it back.
Yeah.
Here you go. Listen to this. This is the sound of me drinking capitalism. Oh,
Godfather, you haven't got a future.
I know I don't have a future. That's why I just spend my money on jet skis, cars, yachts, ski chalets. I just stopped giving a fuck. No grandchildren from my parents. Fucking, it's all me.
I bet your parents are wishing they didn't have any children either.
Don't give a fuck. Not my fault I'm alive.
I was trying to stop you there because I knew he was going to jump as soon as
yes,
you started.
Yes, it is, Godbrother. We all know you had an accident with a contraceptive in a time machine.
Oh.
That condom had a hole in it, didn't it?
Yeah. Weren't you the crazy person in chat talking about Freemasons?
No, not crazy, I'm truthful.
That was some other Godbrother. Oh, John M is asking what he wouldn't budge on. Pretty much everything.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm just like, dude, I think what really got to him is when I told him his mind was closed off to the possibility that he could be wrong.
Yeah.
So, because you admit, you're like, oh, okay, well, this thing is not quite perfect. And I'm like, this isn't perfect. But like anything that was brought up to him, he was so headstrong that this has to be,
That was very much pretty much any of us when we were 19.
Yeah, that's true.
No, when I was 19, I was working full time, getting my body smashed about, and actually getting up before the sun.
I was quite apathetic when I was 19. I didn't give a shit about it.
Like aside from Godbrother, who when he was 19, he was out raping sheep.
Well, they're nice and soft.
You've been a
bad
boy.
Why
not? Anyway, yeah. So I kind of had a feeling. I was like, oh no, this is gonna end. It's about to hop out and boop.
Yep.
Oh, I loved it when he fucking bounced after I put the shit on him. Oh, that was fucking cold.
I don't really blame him though. I mean, you went on him like an insane fucking middle-aged housewife at the January sales who's found out that she's only bought one shoe.
Because all he could do is just repeat the same mind-numbing fucking bloody university student bullshit. Take a few deep breaths, take a few deep breaths, take a few deep breaths. I mean, he can shove his fucking boutique Western fucking Hindu yoga up his arsehole,
You were coming at him like a fucking combine harvester on fucking nitrous oxide, man. I mean,
he deserved it because he's a clueless fucking stupid cunt. He's on benefits. I reckon that kid's on fucking benefits. He's got some study benefit because he's a lazy cunt.
I don't think he needs to be on benefits. I don't think he is on benefits because I think his parents probably have money.
Yeah.
So
He hasn't had to do dick in his life. He hasn't had to fucking lift a finger. He's been mollycoddled. He's had his ego stroked by his parents. He's really been told he's the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You're getting everything you fucking want. You're my special. He's got these child worship parents who give him everything, and then he's trying to tell us all that what we need is socialism. I mean, fuck him.
The sad thing is, I still think, he does mean well. He just doesn't know how the world works yet.
He just needs to embrace Marxism, Lenin.
He just needs to hide in a cupboard away from communist space.
He just has to admit that Stalin was one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century, and and first world people.
Hold on. Stalin. Yeah, Mad Joe Stalin.
Yeah, he was brilliant, man.
he's really slow about things. As always.
Fidel Castro was a nicer man than fucking Stalin. I mean, at least Fidel Castro hugged his own children.
Fucking hell, Pol Pot was a nicer guy than fucking Stalin.
Pol Pot was a CIA plant, from what I know.
Actually, no, Stalin was. The CIA have a time machine.
No, I think it's like common knowledge that Pol Pot was a CIA plan. Like this wasn't.
Well,
this isn't a conspiracy. This is something that was legit. Just
actually, if you communist in space, if you've noticed, you never ever saw Hitler and Stalin in the same room at the same time.
No. Well,
yeah, you know why that is, don't you? Because Stalin was Hitler with a fake mustache and some padding.
Nah, Hitler ended up in Bariloche, Argentina, I reckon.
I'm not saying they're great guys or anything, but they've got that mustache game on point.
This is bugging me. God bother, or what? Are you like a Christian or something?
Yes.
You're a really bad Christian.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. You're a really bad communist because you're using capitalist computers on a capitalist phone network.
Actually, no, he's a very good communist because he's using it to subvert the West.
Okay, he's using the technology of the West to collapse the West.
Isn't cussing like sinful?
No.
Isn't it like a bad thing?
Yes, it is.
It's looking somebody in the eye and condemning them to hell is a bad thing, but telling someone they're a stupid cunt, that's not a sin.
Yeah, it is because you're swearing it, and that's like.
But it's only a swear word if someone believes it's a swear word. You see, the word "fuck" isn't a swear word to me. I find the word "fuck" not offensive.
It depends who's saying it in what circumstances. If somebody's telling me to fuck off, they'll break me neck. I find that offensive when I kick the head in.
So
and if I tell you that you fuck off, you stink, Batman, you fucking fuck. I probably should go get a shower.
No, I just take a crowbar to your face.
Oh, that's right. Because more than likely you'd be on fucking Newcastle brand anyway.
No.
So what have you guys been doing, Mole and Stags?
Oh, not much. Just I've been playing my guitar again lately. My fucking fingers felt like hamburger yesterday after playing it for like 45 minutes, but it was a good time.
But the next time I hit you in the face with a crowbar, will you stop trying to confuse us and take the trousers off your face?
I think your deflecting didn't work, of course.
So what?
I don't think your deflection worked, Horse.
Batman, you're too drunk to pick up a crowbar.
Don't worry, Horse. Me and Godfather, we actually like each other. This is just us being idiots.
You're doing a good job.
Jokes, huh?
Nothing.
He said we're doing a good job.
I just wanted to hear some of these jokes rather than you typing them out in the chat, damn it. Fucking Pentagon jokes.
They were good.
What are you guys working on as far as videos go?
I don't make videos.
Well, I was talking to people who make videos, damn it.
They don't
I'm
make
going to
videos.
nudist speech. Would you like me to upload
Yes.
me making a nudist speech? Well, it's still sort of summertime here, so I suppose I could.
Stags, you got anything?
I got some ideas, but I haven't uploaded anything in a long time. I need
Where's
to.
Emmett?
But I haven't.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We
I
need
seen
more
him on
Emmett in our
Twitter today,
life.
though. Yeah, he was on Twitter. Was it last night, Stags, or today?
I can't remember.
We need more.
I'm working on a debunk of Steve Anderson and his explanation on how old the world is. Pretty humorous.
The world was created last Tuesday.
But that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
There's a religion called Last Thursdayism or something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
There's also a religion called statism as well. It's where the people worship the state. They tie to the state. They believe the state's going to save them. That they also believe that certain politicians are the prophets. A bit like, I don't know what they call it. Nelson Mandela was a prophet to the left. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton. You know, there's religion in the state as well.
Not really left. Liberals aren't left wing.
Are you anarchist?
What?
Scott, are you
I'm more minimalist when it comes to government. I mean, I don't think government should be bloated and inflated. I think government should be wound back. There should be more freedoms, but we also need, we need a group of people to just shuffle the books around and make sure that things are getting done, fixing roads and all that. But I don't believe in government telling you that how many times a day you should be allowed to fart before they start charging you a carbon tax.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you cannot have a human society without some form of government. It runs contrary to our nature.
Yeah.
I mean, even in these proposed anarchic societies where there's no government, you'll find that small states will pop up.
What are you referring to? Anarcho-capitalism or okay?
Or anarcho-communism even.
Anarcho-communism isn't really anarchism because they actually believe in workers' councils and shit. So
isn't that like anarcho-syndicalism with the councils and shit?
Yeah. I mean,
no, that's more like they believe the trade unions should run everything.
That sounds like a fucking terror.
That's what happens down in the city of Melbourne, and the city of Melbourne's run by trade unions, and it's a crumbling, corrupt shithole.
Going by what Owen was saying, his description of socialism, it's different to socialism when I was young. It is a lot more anarchist now, apparently. Right, his brand anyway.
His brand rejects a lot of Marx's teachings.
His brand rejects a lot of what actually makes a society work.
It's like with me, I can't stand people who are welfare leeches. I'm all for welfare for those in need, those who need a bit of help. But I'm against welfare being an industry where you have neighbourhoods and generations of families who breed out of wedlock and get free money because they're a single mum, not because they're a single mum due to the husband dying tragically. No, they're a single mum because they squirted a child out without being legally married to somebody, and that entitles them to being a single parent pension recipient. I mean, that's what shits me. I mean, I'm all for those that need help. Okay, help those who need help, but don't allow people just to sit there and milk the fucking system.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. I think actually people should have to have a license to have children.
Yes, if I have to have a license to fish in my state, well then people should have to have a license to have fucking children.
You should.
That's something that's a very utopian idea as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a eugenics idea.
It's not
Yeah, it is because you only.
It's kind of.
You've got to have a license to have children, right?
I don't believe
you've got to qualify for a license, right?
I think you need to prove that you can look after a child and you're mentally stable to look after a child. And
what if you're mentally hold on, communist. What if you're mentally stable, right? But severe schizophrenia is a congenital illness in your family. Now, It's a hereditary disease. You just don't have it. But are you still going to get a license to have children? Because your child could be severely schizophrenic.
I guess you would have to be. I don't know. Like, I guess in that instance, you would need to be checked on or something.
Communist in space, we used to have licenses for being parents. They were called marriage licenses, and if you had a child outside wedlock, it was removed from you and put into an orphanage where a family who could not biologically have children got to raise that child as their own. They were raised in a loving, caring family until the 1950s and 60s, where all the feminists started uprising and I want my baby back, and then they got their babies back, and then but I also need a pension because I'm a fucking single mom, and then they just get money off the government. So all we did was
actually, Godbrother, you've had single mothers since you've had since you've had mothers.
Yeah, but we used to fucking treat single mothers like a problem, not like a fucking not like an idol. Yeah, we'd say, "Oh, you're a single mum. Yeah, your baby's been taken off you, and another family's going to raise it because because you're a little whore."
Yeah, it didn't take the babies off them. Just you'd find that these single mothers had to actually go out and work, and
But they couldn't work because they couldn't just chuck their child into a hole in a potato field and say, "Okay, I'll come and pick you up in 8 hours' time."
Because this is back in the days of the extended family, where it was the parents and the brothers and sisters would look after their kids.
No, they wouldn't. They'd say, "You're a dirty whore. You had a child outside of marriage. Oh, fuck off. You're out of the house. See ya."
Can I just say East Germany had excellent childcare for the single moms?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't have excellent anything.
They were renowned. Like, if you ask,
East Germany was second only to Russia in one thing: queuing for food.
Actually, over half of Germans want the wall back up.
No, man. Actually, you had to queue up for fresh food. You could buy stale food in East Germany.
You just had to trick a horse to walk down the wrong street.
They didn't have.
Sorry.
You watch videos of all the old American servicemen who managed to film footage of East Germany when they were over there. And that they go over in their service dress, and they go to some cafe in East Berlin, and they're eating these burgers, which aren't real. They're just a rock hard piece of spam meat with a stale bun, and they're just trying to chew it with their teeth. They're breaking their teeth as they're eating this thing, and then they just got a drink which was more or less like watered down orange juice. But that's if you paid for it. Then you got to buy stale food. But if you wanted fresh bread, you had to queue up for that thing, I think.
Yeah, and if you got a decent steak in that restaurant, you usually find that they, for some reason, had a new waitress.
A new waitress, or there was a member of the official party visiting.
No, it was a new waitress. That's how you got your fresh steak.
What he's saying is cannibalism, I believe, right?
Right.
Is that what you're getting at? Yeah.
I got the joke.
Cannibalism is normal in Newcastle, isn't it? You want to get rid of the evidence, but you haven't got a 44-gallon drum of sulfuric acid, so you just feed them all.
I wouldn't know. I don't live in Newcastle.
You're from it?
No, I'm not.
Well, where's your accent from, then?
I'm from County Durham. Newcastle's in Tyne and Wear. Entirely different fucking county.
Yeah, but why in the past have you been claiming to be from Newcastle?
No, I haven't. You have claimed that I was from Newcastle.
No, you claimed it a while ago.
No, I didn't. I never claimed it. In fact, I correct people on it.
They're pretty much the same thing. They're like in the northeast.
And they're all coal mines.
Scotland.
You're basically Diet Scotland. That's what you are.
No, you're basically
Scotland.
You're basically northeast.
Scotland zero.
What, anything from the Hadrian's Wall to the Scottish border is Diet Scotland.
No, anything from Hadrian's Wall to John O'Groats is Diet Scotland these days.
The only reason
said, what is this shit? Benny, we just had I just had a debate with Owen McDonald about his idea of a socialist society, and now we're just kind of bullshitting because everybody wanted to pop in and hang out, and you're more than welcome to pop in as well. Links in the Discord, or I could probably try and send it here, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Old McDonald had a farm.
He had a
Old
cow.
McGarvey.
And he wanted everybody to work for free.
Old Mugabe had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he killed the whites, E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, I'm buggering off now. I'll talk to you all later. Have fun.
Have a good one, Matt.
Bye.
Save the world, buddy.
I'll try. See ya.
So, Godmother, what kind of Christian are you?
A real Christian.
Yeah, every Christian says that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you see, there are real Christians and there are fake Christians. You got those ones that just say everything's awesome. You got those ones who go around knocking on your doors. You got those other ones that sin during the weekend, and then on Sunday they're saints. So.
Yeah, but what he's getting at is every one of them Christians say they are real Christians.
Oh, because they all believe that Jesus' blood is a license to sin and washes them clean of it all. That's why.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are you a conspiracy theorist Christian?
I am indeed.
Oh. Oh. Okay. No. So what level are we talking about here? All of the government is run by demons, or what?
No, all of the government's run by Freemasons or banker elites or big multinational corporates, which isn't really conspiracy, it's the fact.
Well, how gay are
It's all
those?
aliens, man. It's all fucking aliens. When you get down to the heart of it, the whole entire government, every government on the planet is run by aliens.
Why are they turning the frogs gay? Like, I know they're doing it, but why are they doing it?
The Freemasons are told what to do by the Illuminati, and the Illuminati are told what to do by the aliens.
The frogs are going gay because of all the fluoride in the water, and fluoride's basically base chemical for Prozac, and then that washes down the drains into the rivers. The frogs have it, and they all go, "Oh, hello, it's Mardi Gras."
Can I just say,
on antidepressants are going to become gay?
Can I just ask why is God like a cock blocker? Why does he not like the gays?
He doesn't. He's a homophobe.
Because gays spread all these nasty diseases.
Yeah, but they spread it to themselves. So why?
No, because you got those bisexual dudes who like to poke and prod in women as well, and then they infect the hot chicks that we all want.
Okay.
That's fucking retarded.
Okay. So what convinces you that God is a real thing and isn't just an invention of the human mind?
Because I've experienced non-natural things happen to me. So, and it's just that when I hear these evolutionary scientists just claim that everything was all nothing, and then but then the Big Bang happened because of two atoms colliding together, and you sort of think, well, how do you know that? How did all of a sudden that just miraculously happen? And then they just say, but science. And you think, well, do you even know the science behind what you're talking about?
Yeah, but then you have to ask the question: if it's God, then what created him, and then what created that creator, then what created that creator?
Yeah, but God is infinite. God is infinite. He always was and always will.
Why does he have to be in the equation? Why can't the universe itself just be infinite? And why does God have to be equated into that?
But the universe possibly isn't infinite. Everything has a shelf life. Everything has limitations. The universe could just be this box, and God. We could just be in a fish tank, and God's just looking at us. Yeah.
Yeah. But why God?
Be right back. I gotta take a pee.
It just it just has as much credibility as saying that the universe is Krishna's diarrhea.
How do you just throw Krishna's diarrhea just to try and claim that there's credibility? I mean, that's just, you're arguing the same way as that fucking Owen prick, just throwing words out there to try and plaster an argument.
No, I'm saying what evidence or why should I believe specifically that the Judeo-Christian God created the universe? What evidence or what reason do you possibly have for coming to that conclusion?
Well, what evidence do you have that we all created from the Big Bang, which is just a mere chance of science coming just floating around? What evidence do you have of that?
By the composition of the universe itself, and
the expansion of the universe.
How does that composition and expansion of the universe? Have you seen it? How do you see it happening? Yeah. How do you know it? How do you know it's happening?
It's observable right now.
No, it's not. You're only being told by some scientist who says this is what we see out of a telescope, and you go, "Oh, okay, it's got to be it."
And you're only being told what's in a book.
Yeah, well, you're being told in a science book, so.
Yeah, but but at least that's actually in the physical world, and as far as we know, the physical world is all that is. God doesn't even have any basis in the physical world.
Yes, we can observe these things with our own eyes.
You're standing there on Earth looking up into the sky, and all you can see is all this glitter up in the sky, and you're somehow saying, "Oh, but I've seen the physical reality of the Big Bang." All you just see is a whole heap of glitter up in the sky.
Maybe we don't have telescopes, but we can see the physical things on the Earth, and that leads credibility to that scientists are telling the truth about other things, right?
No, because there's a lot of scientists that are full of shit. I mean, how about when the scientists were telling women that, have thalidomide, that'll stop you having morning sickness. Oh, shit, look at all these children being born without arms and legs.
It's an ongoing process, dude. They're learning as they go. I mean, I'm not saying they don't make mistakes, but they fucking are learning more and more every day.
Yeah, well, I'm learning more and more every day too. And I actually work with science as well. Electricity is a form of science. So to say that I'm a Bronze Age dumb shit Christian, well, yeah, it's pretty fucking retarded to say because I actually have to work with science.
No one ever said that. You did.
I'm not saying
that's what atheists think all Christians are. We're just dumb cunts who just think that all we know is a book.
I don't think that at all. I think people are smart and stupid in very different ways. I don't.
For a commie, you're not so bad. I'm sorry. I've been holding a pee for hours.
I don't believe I don't believe stupidity and intelligence is an absolute. I think people can be incredibly intelligent in many respects and incredibly stupid in other respects.
Get out of here with that nuance.
Whenever I get
gonna ask for that shit on YouTube, man. Hell no.
You see, I'm always
this internet blood sports.
I'm always debunking engineers at job sites because I have these fucking engineers. Oh, I'm an engineer, and that's and I say to them, I know it's going to work, and I think your engineering degree is nothing more than fucking something I wipe my ass with, and it pisses them off because they think, oh, well, I know science. I said, well, I know it too. I know the science of how electricity works. But you're trying to tell me that your calculations are saying that this won't work, and I've proven that and show them how I can get things working. And that's the thing. Nobody is critiquing these scientists who just seem to say, "Oh, this is how the human race was created. This is how the human race came into effect. We evolved from. I mean, everything's just evolved. I mean, this animal evolved a fucking special thing that a giraffe evolved a fucking long neck so I could eat the fucking leaves off a tree. Well, it just said, oh shit, I'd like to eat that tall tree, so I'm gonna think about it, and for the next fucking 20 billion years, my neck is going to evolve to be longer. Oh, what a load of bullshit! These
I hate to derail the conversation, but I'm just not into it. Sorry, man. I'm just not into this conversation.
Are you into pornography, man? You want to talk about your favorite porn star?
That has come up on these streams every once in a while.
I don't have a favorite.
But no, I was gonna.
Who was your favorite then, Dead Horse? You like Samantha Ryan, Jandy Lim, Dumais, Alexis Monroe, or are you more of a Sin Sage Alexis Monroe doing their lesbian thing?
Let's Damn it.
I sent you the link, Mark.
Mark, man, I put the link in the chat. It's also in my Discord.
Yeah.
So you can
that's where I got it from.
hop on in there.
And we're talking about porn now. We're talking about dead horses addicted to porn.
I was gonna mention that I saw the Black Panther the other day, and it didn't suck.
I'd rather see the White Lion.
Isn't there a Black Panther porn parody?
It's Rule 34, man. There's a parody porn of pretty much anything you can think of.
Okay.
So.
Try that one, Mark.
Hey, 40 ounce. Check my Discord. Or I guess I can try and send it to you. I think I'm following. Are you? Damn it! I'm gonna have to remember what the hell your fucking Twitter name is. I know it's.
Oh look, Benny Hanna's in. Mr.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I eat the whole ass.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say that. So I saw Black Panther the other day, before work, and I had planned on making a video, doing kind of a review because I had all these gajillions and zillions of articles. Yeah.
All right. Give me a second because my headphones are acting weird. Sound's coming through the computer into my headphones, so I just want to fix that real quick before I start laying into this guy. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. No, I was saying that so I ended up watching it, and the bad guy in the movie actually seems more like one of the like Tariq Nasheed type of dudes. Like his whole ideology, the way he thinks about everything is very much like him, or like a Ghazi Kodzo type of thing. Not at all how they kind of described it as like being this paradise of Wakanda, which is where it's set, and it's kind of like a utopian ethno-state thing based on mining vibranium or whatever. So it was a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Don't be scared away by the gajillions of people that are like, this is the best movie. It wasn't the best movie, but it was good. So
my computer died there, but I'm probably gonna go now anyway.
All right, man. Appreciate it coming on.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your night, I guess. See you.
Yep.
Take it easy, buddy.
So what have you been up to, Mark? Can you hear me all right?
Mark. He's muted.
Hey, 40 ounces here.
Howdy, how you guys
40.
doing?
Pretty good, man. Just got done with the debate, and then we just decided to start a stream.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, I was fucking erect when I saw that.
What, the stream? You actually saw? Oh, okay.
Or,
I didn't know if you saw any of the debate at all or not.
I saw it in Mad Dodge's Discord, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I was making a response to Nachi.
Okay.
But that's literally the next thing I watch. I fucking love Owen so much. Oh, he's my favorite.
I enjoy listening to everyone. I enjoy listening to all the different like arguments people give against his stuff.
All right, I got this working.
There's so many arguments, so against all the different things he believes. But what's up, Mark?
What's up, Horsey? How you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good.
Mole, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in fucking forever.
I've been well, brother. I've been well. Just been dealing with some real life shit.
Nice. Who's that at the end there? It looks like a portrait of Staggerson Jags.
Damn.
It does kind of.
A little bit.
It does.
It also looks like 40 though. So.
Yeah, it does. It is actually pretty fucking accurate. It's pretty damn fucking close, let me tell you. Just can't draw any fucking better.
I'd go on camera, but I'm not on my laptop right now. I need to get myself like a camera for my desktop. I need to get a camera for my desktop. I need to get a freaking controller. I like the Xbox controller better. And then I need to get an Oculus. I really do. I want to try that shit.
Oh, have you been? I don't know if they have them near you. Have you seen the Microsoft stores? Like they've got the Microsoft stores in the mall sometimes.
Is this like an Apple store but Microsoft?
Yeah, and it's actually a lot cooler. Because they've got like the biggest like those Dell like curved screen giant monitor things.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, so they got one of those. They got all those. They got all kinds of shit in there, man. Like all the best of the best. So
nice.
But you can go in and you can try out the Oculus, and I think there's might be some other kinds of VR stuff you can actually try out there.
Right. But yeah, it's nice having a good, powerful computer for a change. And I really want to try out all the shit I can do on it.
Yeah, now that I've got my Mac fixed, which I'm still not using right now, but now that I have it fixed, I'll be able to do a bunch of OBS stuff. So that's what's coming up next. I've got a whole show planned. I've got to get some people to do some art for me. So if you know some people who won't charge me a lot,
there you go, a lot.
Or if you know someone who's like, hey, I'll do this for free. Just tell Horse to tell everybody how great I am, like I did with Opal.
Hey, Horse, I'll do that for free.
I'm good.
Opal will do free art for you.
She did this.
The horse?
Yeah, she did the horse.
She did my Twitter banner. She has but it didn't fit right. But what it is an orgy between me and Roy and Lacey and my twin, and Opal is standing there watching. But you can't see all of it because I had to crop some of it out to fit.
Oh, God.
It was my birthday present from Opal.
That's quite the orgy.
Right? I told her I just wanted a picture of Roy and Lacey. And fucking she drew an orgy of me, my twin, and Roy and Lacey.
Yeah, I keep wanting to ask Max Burr to do me some stuff, but I feel like it's just going to be all furry porn. So just dumb.
He does have to get aroused somehow, doesn't he, Horse?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I hear that you can either pay him, or you can send him a dick pic, and he'll draw stuff for dick pics. So
really,
yeah, that's why I've had the same avatar for all these years. Because any money or dick pics. Because money, he's either going to spend it on marijuana or Uber rides to his next fucking orgy. Or if I send a dick pic, he's just going to pleasure himself over it. So, no.
Well, hey, man, that'd be one more person than you've got pleasuring.
Yeah, what's wrong to any of them things anyway?
Hey, you could feel like you're sharing something with someone else.
Yeah.
I already did that when I had an erotic masseuse give me a hand job. I shared my I basically gave her a wrist icicle, so I did share my man seed with her, and
that sounds good. Downright unchristian.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very Christian of you.
I know. That's why I felt very dirty. Because I originally thought it was a legitimate massage until when I got flipped over, and then and she wouldn't shut up. She wouldn't stop pestering me for more. And I just thought, let's check my way out of this.
I'm sure that's how that happened.
I thought
just like this.
I thought it was all part of the massage. I didn't know what was going on until my fucking dick spit.
And then she refunded your money at the end, and everybody applauded, right?
You got it all written down.
Because that happened.
Oh, yeah, I ain't a tight room downstairs, you know what I'm saying?
Right? Oh, man.
You're putting that in your memoir, right?
And what was the name of this massage parlor? I need to check this out.
No, he's in Australia, so
I know. I don't care, man. I'll fucking do
Australia.
that.
Well, the good thing is
it's called Brisbane. It's called Brisbane. All right. And
I don't live in Brisbane. No, the good thing is in my
That's
state
the
that
massage
prostitution is legal, so you can go and get as many hand jobs as you like, and you do not have to worry about getting arrested. When
you knew it wasn't the right one. Don't feed us that bullshit. You knew what you were doing.
Can you drink beer in public down there?
Yeah, you can, as long as it's not an alcohol-free zone, and just depends where. And if you're drinking beer in public and you're throwing the empties on the street, you'll get arrested. If you're just drinking beer in a park and throwing a ball around or kicking a football, cops don't give a fuck. But if you're drinking beer and yelling at people, throwing empties and wanting to fight people, then
But here's my question. So hypothetically, I could be walking down the street with a beer in my hand and stop and get a blowy from a chick and then wave to a cop as I go off to get my blowy with a beer in my hand.
Well, who's the real land of the free and the home of the brave now?
God, I feel like I'm living under a socialist society.
No, that's exactly what I would expect from the descendants of criminals.
Huh. Hang on. The USA, or the American colonies, had 8 times more the criminals sent to them than
but we didn't let them breed.
And the American colonies had heinous criminals sent there. Australian colonies had petty criminals who stole a loaf of bread.
They were
just pirates and shit.
Like children and fucking children that stole bread. And,
dude, I'm sorry. I don't
one of
care
my
what
ancestors
time period
was
it
a
is.
criminal
If you
that came
steal a
over
loaf
from
of bread,
Scotland.
they're not going to send you to another country. They're not going to put you on a boat.
Bread, you're going to Australia.
Last slice of bread you'll ever steal, motherfucker.
They would hang you for
There's a whole
slice
ship
of
full
bread.
of bread thieves.
Right. No, I can see that because that costs nothing.
Dude, they would hang you for a slice of bread in Victorian England, for real.
Yeah, but they're not going to put you on a boat and sail you 8,000
Yes, they would. They did.
That sounds very costly
that
for
is
someone
what
who
they
steals
do.
bread.
That's very
You stole
inefficient.
bread in England.
Well,
you would
so
have been
inefficient.
Look,
No wonder the
that was-
freaking British the empire crumbled.
that was a facade for them to get rid of their poor. They had
They just sent all the bread thieves to fucking Australia.
Yeah, and look who's got the better teeth now. The UK, they all can't afford to fucking get their teeth fixed. The Aussies, however, we got smiles. So who's got now?
They meet the Aboriginals and they're like, I wonder if they have any bread.
He's absolutely right, though. They really did do that.
Well, the Aboriginals make their own bread. It's called damper. It doesn't have any yeast in it, but it's basically flour and water and.
So,
So it'd be like unleavened bread, kind of.
So like Jew
Pretty
bread.
much, yeah. It's a bit
Jew
like
bread.
unleavened bread.
Jew bread's pretty good. I like Jew bread.
That's tasty bread.
Good bread. Good
But
bread.
rather than being like bread in the Arab world where their bread is flat, the Aboriginal damper is actually like a loaf of bread. It's a big, massive loaf. Yeah. So it's not like Arabic unleavened bread at all.
I just figured it wouldn't cook thoroughly if it was in that shape, because there's no, But I guess they figured out a way. They fucking did a lot of shit. So.
You go up to all the Aboriginal reservations, and if you're going up 4-wheel driving, as long as you get permission, some of them you actually need permission to go on the land, and they have these little land councils that you can go and speak to, and you just say, look, I'm going to go for a 4-wheel drive trek, I'm going to go fishing and camping, and I'm going to do all that type of shit, and they'll just say, okay, well, here's a map of everything, here all the townships are, and when you catch all your fish, and you want to go and eat them, if you go to the township to eat your fish, you cook it up. You just don't eat or cook it and eat it for yourself. You cook and eat it with all of them, and they'll actually cook up the dampers and do the traditional stuff with the fish. And you eat together as a community. You don't just say, "Oh, cook this up for me, cunts. Here's some money for cooking it. Thanks very much." And off you go. You actually
Well, that don't seem like a bad thing at all. I mean, I think it'd be a wonderful experience, really.
Oh, it is. It's a great experience.
I'm still waiting to try.
Sit back and enjoy, being around other people that just have got all these different camping stories and fishing stories. And sometimes you can go out on their fishing expeditions with them, and they got these special fishing spots. And what you're catching on just a normal, ordinary fishing line, you think, fuck.
What's the craziest fucking thing you've ever caught? Because there's some weird shit down there in Australia.
Syphilis.
The clap.
Yeah. I did catch an STD sitting on a bar stool once, but it was a really filthy pub.
Oh God!
Were you naked?
Like, God, there's nothing worse than getting an STD and not even getting boned for it.
Right?
I was wearing polyester tailored pants, which it just sort of seeps through my sweat, and it's sort of
That's a special kind of fucked.
Well, because the women in these bars don't wear any underpants, so they just sit on the stools raw.
Did you like murder children or something? Why is karma going after you like that?
I've just run over too many black cats. In my car. So
well, I guess maybe your name is just fitting then.
I think of like coffee goers from the 70s, like black cats. Like, hey, cat.
Don't be killing
like
that's racist. That's racist and that's wrong.
You're not telling me that I'm in a jazz club playing the jazz music. Eat all them fried chicken. We make them good. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the racist one? Who said the racist thing here? It's like Australian Woe Vicky.
I'm black.
Yeah, it's saying nigga the way I say nigga.
Well, nigga, that actually a country in Africa called nigger. Well, it's really pronounced in the French. Yeah, but who speak French these days apart from Canadians? You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait until the SJW start going after like country names. Like, I cannot wait until they figure out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I can't wait till they start going the horse's stream.
Oh no! Just wait till you see the campaign to get the Nigerian government to change their name because it's racist.
Oh shit! Shit!
We got to be offended for you.
Actually, Niger is north of Nigeria, so you got Nigeria in the south, and you have Niger in the north.
Okay.
When the slaves are obviously sold off, and the African slaves were the tribes were taken over by the Ottomans, the Arabs, who also introduced the word kafir into the Afrikaans dictionary, and that's where the Afrikaners get the word kafir, because kafir is just a word that the Afrikaners adopted to describe the blacks in South Africa, whereas the word kafir. The word kafir or kafir is an Arabic word for infidel. So the blacks are considered subhuman scum according to Islam. And when the blacks were sold off, when the Ottomans took over the tribes and overruled all the kingdoms and chiefs and the tribes, they sold off all the slaves or the blacks as slaves. And it was all right. Well, where these people from? They're from Niger, or if you're obviously a colonial American who can't speak French, you're not going to say Niger. You're going to say nigger, aren't you?
Niger. Niger would be my guess.
So, yeah, true, Niger. But so that's,
no matter what,
people were illiterate back then. They didn't realize you needed 2 G's.
But the word kafir that you hear in South Africa, what the whites or the Afrikaners use to say to the blacks, it's actually a word that they have stole, or they picked it up when they were buying the Africans from the north and putting them on all their farms in the south. And the word kafir or kafir, so the Afrikaners say kafir, so that just stuck. And little do people know that it actually has Islamic origins. So, yeah, when it comes to racism, who are the real racists? Muslims.
Damn straight.
The real racists are racists.
And what about the term Slavic, Yugoslavic? Because didn't the Arabs, when they went and invaded Eastern Europe, they took all of the women and turned them into sex slaves? Isn't that where we get the word Slavic, slave?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, but the evil people are the British colonialists who made countries like America, Canada, and Australia because we went to these countries and taught them how to farm, taught them how to build water pipelines, and gave them the right to have their own tribal shit in other fucking parts of the country and let them be who they want to be. Apparently, we're the evil bastards. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you've been trying to catch up with us ever since.
Why we catch up with you guys? You guys still can't even build a road with a fucking turn in it. That's why your cars can't handle a corner.
We have NASCAR. Are you kidding me? We got the best corner handling cars.
Straight, turn left, yeah, but turn right and watch the car spin out.
See, first you have to have roads before you can like get the cars on the roads.
We have roads. We have roads that have corners.
You have
dirt roads.
You have road. You can't pluralize it when you only have one.
Road.
No, we have lots of roads.
I'm just messing with you. I would love to visit Australia, man. That would be pretty fucking badass.
Oh, I love it when Americans visit Australia because they all get hammered so quickly off our fucking beer.
See, that's one reason, because I have a very high tolerance. I've been a bartender for like nearly 20 years. I have a very high tolerance, and I want to see what happens when I go to Australia and see their type of beer.
When I went to that baseball game in Sydney, the major league. There was the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. And there were some Americans sitting in front of me, and one of them he could not handle our beer. He was fucking plastered, as you guys call it. He was fucked. He was laying back in the fucking seats, just with his eyes rolled back in his head, and this huge grin on his face. He was just fucking shit-faced on Carlton Draft. It was funny. And then watched him trying to walk out of the Sydney cricket ground after having a big night on our beers, and he was just waiting for him to fucking fall back. It was funny.
Let's see. So how is everybody's winter? It's now starting to get warmed up. Is everybody ready for awesome summer fun?
No.
You guys are so lame, dude. Like, I'm going to go hit the pool tomorrow. I just bought some beer. It's party time.
Yo, dude, I fucking hate the summer. I used to live in a place where it fucking snowed all the time. I fucking hate it.
I fucking hate summer, and I hate daylight time because nothing pisses me off more than a whole bunch of fucking housewives and office workers who fucking rock up to work indoors, enjoy the indoor comforts, and then they think they're going to get home and enjoy an extra hour of sunlight, and they think I should have to enjoy it too. When I've been working in the sunlight all fucking day and I'm up before the sun has actually even fucking risen, last thing I want to do is spend another hour in the fucking sunlight.
Your complaint is the rotation of the Earth isn't like fast enough. Like
no, but you naturally get more sunlight in the summertime anyway because the Earth's tilting on its axis. All this bullshit that if you spin the clocks forward, you're gonna fucking get more daylight. It's an absolute load of bullshit. All you're doing is waking up an hour early for a bunch of people who are too fucking lazy to get out of bed.
It is an outdated system
sure
for farmers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was originally for farmers, I'm sure.
But it doesn't work.
You need that extra hour of daylight.
No, farmers don't give a shit. The farmers need to know. They just get up when the sun comes up or before.
No,
it's got
but
nothing to do with farmers. It has everything to do with city folk who want to play golf. That's all it is.
No, it has to do with farmers and their kids working and going to school.
They're pretty loaded. You don't have to go to work.
They get an extra hour in the morning so they can work in the morning before they go to school. Like that's literally why they started it, because kids were working and they added an extra hour so that they could still go to school and still work.
No, it didn't. It came about in the 70s, and by then trade unions had fucking started to abolish child labour in the economy, so daylight savings didn't come around until the 70s.
Daylight savings been around for
no, it hasn't.
Haven't it?
No. During World War II, the British used to have double daylight savings as a way to save power during the war, or to save coal during the war. And because so people wouldn't have their lights on and make it easier for the fucking bombing raids. But the whole daylight saving principle is it only came about in the 70s, and it's a big fucking load of bullshit. Because if you are commuting a long distance to and from work, last thing you want to do is go down and fucking enjoy the sunlight. All you want to do is go home, make dinner, go to bed. It's bullshit.
You should move to Nevada. They don't have savings there.
There are a
That'll
few
make you
states
happy.
where I live that don't have daylight time.
Daylight saving time was in 1916, bro. Not 1970.
No, 1970. The 1970s is when the Western world started to adopt it.
1916. I'm looking at it right now. Unless
that was for the war. That was during wartime. In order to save coal.
They were the first nationwide nation to do it. Was the German Empire was the first one to do it. Let's see.
Yeah, and it was all about saving coal for the war machine.
I have an idea. Who the fuck cares? Let's all suck.
Hey, you know what? I concede. You're right, God brother. God bother. I concede.
God brother.
It says God bother.
Yeah, no. I know that. I know that's what it says.
It's very apt. I like it. No, he's right. He's right. It started in 1916, but it wasn't implemented in U.S. until like 1973, I think.
Shut your fat mouth.
Wow.
I know that's cool.
I don't know why I said that. I
know that was mean. That hurt. My last.
I just don't care about. I don't care about daylight savings time anymore. Do you guys really care that much about like daylight savings time?
You're either retired or you do night shift and don't give a fuck.
Everybody hurts.
I work at night, so I don't give a shit.
You vampire.
Oh, hey guys, you know what? I'm really sorry, but I gotta bounce. I got 20 minutes left before I can make it to the store, so I gotta run there real quick.
Beer run.
Beer run. Have fun.
W-in beer run.
I'll talk to you guys later. And we should have another conversation about that whole thing, because it was driving me nuts, the whole conversation.
About daylight savings time?
When you're no. About the whole like God thing. When you're talking about science, you got to get way more specific. Like, I mean, the terms that they use and the process. I can't get into it right now. I got to run. Or I won't.
It bores me. It bores me. Somebody else can hold that conversation.
It feels like I'm talking to people like 10 years ago.
So talking about daylight savings bores you, but watching a 60-minute football game drag on for 8 hours somehow isn't boring.
If you're talking about soccer, I completely agree.
Now I'm talking about gridiron, where it's not even football because they throw the ball forward. They don't even use their feet unless they're converting it.
They do kick you sometimes.
Yeah, but most of the time they just throw it forward.
Hey,
all it is just a whole bunch of people on a fucking piece of fake grass smashing each other, and then it goes to quarterback and he just throws it somewhere.
Fair enough.
They use their feet.
Well, it's called soccer instead of flopper, but you don't hear us complaining.
Flopper.
They use their feet to run.
And to kick the ground in tantrums.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
That's South American soccer.
Yes.
Talking about football, I seen an interesting video the other day. They're saying that they think that helmets actually contribute more to brain damage, and that because people lead with their heads when they tackle, since they're wearing a helmet, they don't think they can get hurt, but their fucking head's getting bopped around inside that helmet, and later on down the road, it's causing issues with fucking brain damage, which makes
they need to go back to the leather caps,
or go with something like that. Go without helmets so that people are more careful of their head. They have a league that plays without helmets, and there's very, very few head injuries.
Yeah, rugby league in Australia, rugby union, which is played.
But but I'm talking about American football. They have an American football league that plays without helmets. But I mean, it makes sense. So do rugby players have a lot of head trauma?
Oh, they have a little bit, but we got massive concussion rules over here, where if you do get concussed, you're off for the rest of the game. Okay. They also learn how to fall as well, and they don't go in with their heads and use them as a battering ram with the player. They tend to use more of their body strength, but they learn how to fall in rugby and in rugby leagues. There's two types of rugby here, but so there's a lot of emphasis is on using your body in the game, not your head. So, and concussion rule is a big thing. The concussion rule came about because it was one of the league players who did some boxing on the side. He did some charity boxing match. He got KO'd in it, and then he got concussed, went out, and then a few days later he went to play some rugby league, and he started getting dizzy out on the field. And then there was the cricketer who was playing an interstate game, and he got hit in the head with a cricket ball and died on the Sydney Cricket Ground pitch. So yeah, that was and he was wearing a helmet, but it's where the ball came up underneath the helmet, between his collarbone and under the helmet, and it hit a part of his head where it just ruptured blood vessels and killed him on the pitch. He only survived another 2 days because of the life support machine. That was just so his family could come down from northern New South Wales to basically say goodbye. And ever since then, in Australia, they've gotten really serious on head injuries in sports.
Yeah, I mean, the most brutal sport I've ever seen is I'd never watched hurling before. I seen it. My God, that fucking shit's brutal and fast. Hurling, yeah, it's like an Irish sport. It's fucking brutal, dude.
And it's like Irish hockey, where you just got a fucking hockey ball, and you got a huge fucking hockey stick / paddle, and you just whack the shit out.
Yeah, they're just knocking the shit out of each other. The things, man.
Nice.
I wonder if they even wear mouth guards.
I can't recall. I think some of them do. I think it's probably optional. But they don't wear any kind of helmets, or they don't wear any protective gear at all, do they?
No, I think they just drink some whiskey before the game to numb the pain if they get hit in the head.
Right. So, anyway, now you pick a topic, Stags.
Prosthetic penises.
Oh, okay. Well, I know nothing about that.
What about candy bars?
Candy bars are delicious.
Who wants to talk about the differently abled?
All right. Yay.
No.
What's your favorite disability?
Blindness.
Favorite?
Yeah, my favorite disability.
God, I don't know. I don't guess I have a favorite one.
Let me ask, if you could do or not do one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Poop. I don't want to poop.
Damn it, Stags. That's mine. I don't want to poop either. Actually, if I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't have to poop. So I choose not to eat.
That's a good idea, too, because then you can never starve to death.
It's true. I wonder if you'd you'd end up overcompensating by just drinking a ton and peeing all the time, though, because that might be pretty awful too. Like, I just want to stop peeing.
Right?
You're just peeing everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You're just peeing all the time. God.
Like,
but if you peed all the time, if you peed all the time, imagine how unsatisfying your peeing would be. Like, I always feel satisfied when I pee. I'm always like, yeah. And if you just peed all the time, you'd just be like, fuck.
Or you'd be in a perpetual state of satisfaction, one or the other.
Or not.
But then you'd probably just end up being erect, and then you just piss on everything.
You have to wear a diaper and shit.
God.
Or you just have a catheter, probably, if you were just peeing nonstop.
No, you only have to wear an adult diaper if you start in some real crazy fetish porn where you cannot, or you don't have any muscle there to hold in some fluids.
You're missing your prostate.
How do I have
prostate massage?
How do I have way more people watching this than the actual substantive shit that I was saying earlier?
Show you what the fucking public wants, buddy.
We want bullshit. We want bullshit. Give us nonsense. This is what we expect of you. I guess people are severely starving for nonsense conversation, because it's been a while since I actually streamed. I think the last time I streamed was like the second weekend of January, so it's been a while.
Okay, it's been a while since I've been on one.
Yeah, I had one the other day for Mad because he got fucking cut off on his channel for 3 months, so I let him borrow mine.
Yeah, I was gonna let him do the same, but he never got back to me. So he started a new thing. So that sucks, though. I hope I didn't have anything to do with that.
He still doesn't really know what the fucking cause was. I don't
I
think.
hope it wasn't me, because I was on that last stream.
I don't know. He thinks the only thing he can think of was he played copyrighted music.
No, because it would show up. That's a different thing. Trust me, I know. I have the dump on all the time.
Oh, okay.
I have to constantly delete videos because it's like there's copyrighted material on this, and if you leave it up a certain amount of time, they're like, "Yeah, we're going to give you a strike." If you don't take this.
I'm usually in bed too early to watch the dump, but when I do watch it, I enjoy it usually.
I don't always watch the dump, but when I do,
I enjoy it. With the marijuana cigarette usually too.
No, they were talking about the Parkland shooting, or is Parkland, right?
You know, kids, marijuana is bad and kind.
Mm-hmm. But it's all right. I still like it.
We were talking about the shooting and how the police officers didn't do anything. And there are probably some things said that if somebody actually listened, that they probably would have got pissed off about. So I could probably there will not be dumpage tonight. The dump happens on Monday nights and Friday nights. Tomorrow I'll have another debate at 11 a.m. Central.
Yeah,
AW.
Really early for horse.
Super early.
He's gonna be definitely a dead horse in the morning.
I don't know how I'm still awake right now.
Well, your eyes are open. That helps.
It's not even late.
No, but I got like 3 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah. Did you work? You work last night?
Who cares?
I worked last night. Came home, took a nap, woke up, took her to work, then went to my dad's house to work on my guitar project, and then came back home to do this. Excuse me.
What time do you get off work? Do you work? What do you work? 3:30 to 11 or something? 3:30.
I got off at 1 a.m. last night, or I got home at 1 a.m. last night. So
that ain't too bad.
So right when the dump starts, that's usually when I get home. It's like literally as soon as it starts. So that's why I'm always there.
That's cool. So how's your amp coming along? You almost got it done?
Yeah, it was kind of complicated to figure it out. I ordered all the Tolex, and I've got everything, all the parts in it. I'm almost done. I'm about to Tolex the amp.
Are you making it all a single piece, or are you gonna have the cab and the
It's a combo amp. I'm just basically rehousing the combo amp. I also
cool.
I changed the speaker. I didn't realize when I bought the amp, really how heavy it was. But and on the spec sheet on the internet, it said it was made out of birch plywood, which if it was the American version, it would have been made out of birch plywood. But the one that is made in Mexico is made out of what do they call that? What is that stuff they make countertops with? The cheap countertops. MDF. Yeah, the amp shell was made out of MDF and weighed a ton because that shit is heavy.
Yeah.
So basically, I found this wood called Polonia wood, and I built the cabinet out of that, covered it in epoxy. Found a super lightweight speaker that it kind of is a good Celestian lightweight speaker, and so I should be able to cut about 15 pounds.
That's quite a bit.
So it'll be manageable instead of me feeling like I'm going to break my arm. So
how many watts is it?
It's 42 watts, I think.
Oh, that's quite loud.
It is quite loud.
That's quite loud. It's loud enough to play out with.
Yeah, I mean, I really like 20 watts is loud enough to play out with. 22 watts, anyways. You can really get away with 10 if it's not too loud a venue.
Right.
But
two watts are a little bit louder. I mean,
yeah, the RMS is different. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it run at different ohms?
The one I've got, it's an 8 ohm, and then it does have an extension speaker. You can run another 8 ohm cabinet, which you'll put both at like 4 ohms. So a combined 4 ohms.
Cool.
But I'm pretty proud of it. I have some cool ideas. I've got the back held on with magnets instead of like latches and stuff. So it just is a real sleek kind of design. I'll post some pictures of it when I get done. I should be done probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I like guitar stuff.
So can we all admit though that like Yoda was actually kind of like a little bitch? At least like he's just not really all that. Like how many fights did he get in?
Can we all agree that the prequels were worse than the shit that's coming out now?
Well, I don't know about all that. I think they're all pretty good in their own way, but the true hero though is R2-D2. He's the biggest hero out of the whole entire thing. I think.
I heard Rags make this huge video. He made this huge video basically criticizing. Have you guys heard of I Hate Everything? The YouTube.
Yeah.
He does really good movie reviews, and they're pretty humorous. But he's like I didn't, he was saying he didn't hate The Last Jedi, Star Wars The Last Jedi, and Rags did this whole thing about criticizing him about it, and it went on for like almost 2 hours. I'm like, dude. He was proving I hate everything's point, because he was just like, well, can't we just say it was a movie and get over it, and it was still better than the prequels. So
I thought the prequels were all right.
They don't hold up. And the dialogue, if you listen to the dialogue, you're just like, this is the fucking worst movie I've ever heard. Especially episode 2. That was terrible. The love scenes, or the love what?
Oh yeah, those are gross.
They're flirting. It was just the worst. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like all this, any of the worst scenes in like Twilight would have been better than that.
Yeah, the love scenes were definitely fucking hard to watch.
Oh, yeah, Aspie, the link is in my Discord. Annie, have a good night. Get into something fun. So
shenanigans.
Yes, Aspie, come in.
Crazy kids and their shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
I don't think the link works in the.
It might not. I'll just throw my Discord link out there.
Link in the Discord. You might be able to copy the link and put it in the fucking thing or something too.
Shenanigans. Let's see.
I don't know why I thought Godfather would be an atheist with the name like Godfather.
He just annoys God all the time.
Fuck gods.
With SB. Damn it. Why?
So Stags, what do you think your next video is going to be, or what kind of ideas do you got in the works, brother? Woof. Woof.
Wait, what happened?
Don't know. I'm not there.
My plan worked.
So why aren't you cackling maniacally then and rubbing your hands together?
I got Mad Dodge's attention by saying this is not the REDEYE stream.
Yeah.
So, anybody can come in. It's just we're just hanging out, chilling.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Come on in. The horse is dead. So is the chat. Let's see. Whoop, bop, 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 bop. All right, everybody, check that Discord link I put in there. That should work.
Yep, it should, in theory.
And I will repost it in the Discord, just in case. And it's there. So
I'm blowing up steam.
So I am, let's see, working on a new show. And I really want to talk about it, but I don't think I want to talk about it because I don't want to give it away too much. But I will give you a time frame, and it will be on the same hours as the dump, and it will be on opposite days of the dump. So it's coming. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to finish it. So, but once I get everything going, it should be a daily thing.
Opposite days in the dump. The dump's only on Monday and Friday. What exactly is opposite of that?
It will. I haven't quite decided if it's going to be a Tuesday, Thursday show, maybe just a Wednesday show to start out with, or I'm not going to do a weekend thing.
Is it going to be a live stream?
Yeah, it'll be something set up somewhat like the dump.
So you're going to have just a different format and different topics then?
Yeah, I've got my own idea of some stuff that I'm working on, and I'm working with some other YouTubers to help me out with it, and some other peoples. So
I gotta get back to my interviews. I gotta get back on it.
Yeah, the whole the whole my computer being screwed up for a freaking month really threw me off. So I was getting to a point where I'm like, I'm gaining all these subscribers really quickly, and then so
right to shit.
Hey,
Straw.
I don't know. I just came back and it was quiet, so I said, "Hey."
Oh, hey. How's your coffee?
Coffee's good. I had to kill my. I had a little child with a lightsaber.
Oh, I hate when kids get lightsabers. Bad shit happens.
I had to kill him using I used the lightsaber to murder.
Well, what other way is there dispatch of children?
You killed a youngling?
Yeah. well, yeah. I mean,
what other way is there?
You murdered a youngling.
Yeah.
Youngling murderer.
He killed all the younglings.
Get your gun, Mom.
The prequels were garbage.
Yeah, okay, god damn it.
They
Anakin ruined them. Anakin ruined them, and Jar Jar Binks fucking ruined them.
The whole thing was shit.
Why did Jar Jar Binks have to even exist? Why did Jar Jar Binks have to exist?
Why did they make Anakin a bitch?
Why did they have to hire such a shit actor to play him?
I think for comedic relief.
They talk about Kylo Ren being a bad character, but Kylo Ren's not even half as emotional or idiotic as fucking Anakin was.
Well, he's supposed to be emotional and shit. He turns to the dark side, but he doesn't. The actor doesn't do it well.
God.
No,
it seems like the bitchier you are, the more of a badass you are.
No, though.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
I can stop lasers.
You can do anything you put your mind to, buddy.
You know what was dumb is they had that epic battle with Darth Maul.
Finally, let me in. Ugh.
Cocksucker.
Welcome.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, well, hey, Very Dead Harris. How you guys doing?
We're pretty good.
Hey.
What you guys talking about right now?
Whatever.
Star Wars, I guess.
Star Wars at the moment. Yeah.
Star Wars, yeah. I've heard a lot about him, that Jar Jar Binks. You guys were talking about him, how terrible of a character. I actually thought he was kind of funny, to be honest with you. You're going to want to kill me now, don't you?
Yeah.
What? No. Wait.
Forgive me, I'm socially awkward. But the Star Wars, the first 3 were okay, but it's just I'm not exactly I'm kind of a stickler for effects, and the effects are so it's from the 1970s, so the special effects are very poor. So I know it's kind of a theme, it's kind of a trope, people like that kind of thing, but to me I like Avatar type animation type special effects to where it looks like real, Hello. Is this thing working?
It's on.
Did any of you like the movie Avatar?
It was all right.
Pocahontas in space.
I mean, for the cinematic aspect of it, it was good. I didn't think the plot was all that interesting, but
Pocahontas in space.
But special effects were wonderful.
Yeah, the plot was great. The plot was great, but the special effects. Whenever you see a movie into like 2017 that has really bad special effects, you're like, why? I mean, you can at least. I mean, Ice Age 5 was bad, but at least it had good, decent special effects. There's some movies which look some cartoon movies.
Ice Age 5. There's 5 of them.
Yeah, there's a 5th one.
Man, I think that's 4. That's 4 too many Ice Ages.
Psycho, why don't you get in here, man?
That's a troll. You're a troll. You're trolling us.
Actually, Very Dead Horse, I kind of remember you from that one stream when you were with Whitey and all of you started watching pornography live on stream.
Oh, which one?
The one that was a long time ago with it was like on Whitey's channel, and it was with
that was on mine. That was last month. That was when Big Fat Brian started just sending me links, and then we just started clicking on them and watching them live on air, and it was a thing. I had to private that one because that was a little too spicy for YouTube.
Too spicy.
A little too spicy. That's coming from me.
Like sriracha, baby. Like sriracha.
Do you mean that's coming from you? Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad joke.
Like semen.
To the penitentiary with you.
No, but Big Fat Brian sent just the fucking weirdest things that I've ever seen. And like nobody actually knew what we were watching, but like all they could hear were the reactions. It was pretty entertaining. So
bukkake.
No, it was not anything close to that. It was like there were like chicken feet in one of them.
Yeah, what the?
With people painting chicken foot, the toenails on the chicken feet, and
you sure you weren't watching a voodoo video?
Licking eyeballs. It was really weird.
It's weird. It's weird. The thing is that if you go to, I've heard that if you go to Pornhub, you can actually find Cars 2 and Zootopia.
You've heard? You've never been to Pornhub?
AW, it's not still. It's private. I could probably send it to you. Give me a minute. I can send you the link. It's not private. It's unlisted.
One of those you lose some views, and the other one you don't.
Sometimes you feel like nuts. Sometimes you don't.
Let's see here. I had to. There's one of them that. There's a few of them that I need to cut up and let's see. How do I? recent amount, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. What's like the best way to like cut up a stream without making it like terrible? I mean,
I don't know. Like find a definitive point where the conversation shifts. I guess would be the only way you can think to do it, right?
Yeah, all the dumb shit.
Yeah, and I thought it was quite good that Cars 2 is actually on Pornhub because that movie fucked me out at $15.
Wow.
That bad joke, yeah.
It was all right. I've heard worse.
Yeah. The Norm of the North, that was bad. I've heard that was bad. That was bad.
So what were you saying, Horse, about Black Panther is actually really good if you can get past the social justice shit?
it wasn't even that social justice-y. There was only like
Are people blowing it out of proportion?
yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was like so. I was gonna write a review on, or I was not gonna write a review. I was gonna do a movie review on it. And then I started seeing everyone make one. And so I'm just like I, literally,
Splash in the pan.
literally beating a dead horse. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd be kicking a dead horse. I wonder where that old where that phrase came from, kicking a dead horse. You know, because I suppose I can Google it. Kick.
Try beating, you'll probably get a better answer. Hey, what's going on between Sophane and Tonka, by the way? I haven't caught all of it. I don't even really know the main cause of it.
I think it was just a Kumite thing.
Sophane had some beef with Andy Worski. And they sort of settled it today on the Kumite.
Cool.
Kind of dumb.
Was it actual beef or
came from England?
Kind of, not real beef, but
it was beef jerky at the most.
Yeah. I actually went on to the Kumite. That's the thing about the Kumite. They're expecting it to be this like big giant thing. It was called the Bloodapalooza. It really wasn't much of anything. They were all very disappointed because all the people they were getting on there were just wanting the screen time, which involved me. I got on there for a few minutes and I made a fool of myself.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest you not do that, but I heard him because I only listened for a little bit, and I was just like, "Uh-oh, don't ask me, don't do that. That's not a good idea. Just don't do that."
And did you hear mention me or did you actually see me on there?
Oh, I didn't actually hear you actually get in there. I just heard I heard them talking about you wanting to get in there.
And they're like, "Oh no, don't go in there." T-Tac was kind of trying to talk me out of it too.
So what exactly did you do to embarrass yourself?
It was a long time ago, some drama. I was about to bring up some old drama that me and Andy had a while ago where he sent me some angry DMs and I am in response to a joke that I told him and I responded to his DMs on a video and I placed it on my channel and it was just a whole big thing. The joke that I told Andy Worski was that Andy Worski has become the TMZ of skeptic drama and frankly he did not like that.
I can imagine he didn't, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, what's funny is that some people thought it was funny and others didn't.
Well, that's kind of how humor works.
That's true. It's very subjective, which is why Aiden Paladin, when she was bad-mouthing the Big Bang Theory, I was like, I like the Big Bang Theory. It's funny. And she's all like, see how awkward it is without the laughs in there? And I'm like, Aiden, laughing is a very social activity. You know, one person laughs, everybody else laughs. So, I mean, sometimes just because just because you don't laugh doesn't mean just because nobody's laughing doesn't make it not funny. You know, there's a big social component to it. But anyway, sitcoms. Whenever I think of those sitcoms, I always think of the same one, Married with Children. That was a pretty good sitcom.
That was not a good sitcom. That was a great sitcom.
Yeah. You know, I actually did not realize how good of a sitcom it was until Black Pigeon Speaks put some videos in there. He was making a video about fat shaming, which he's actually in favor of because in Japan everybody's skinny because everybody fat shames over there, and so he said he brought up a whole bunch of videos from Married with Children, and Al Bundy making fun of all the fat customers that were going into the shoe store. And it was some of the funniest stuff I've heard, like all these women chanting, and he just goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna fall through the floor. It was funny.
I take it you're young, so you didn't get to watch it first time around.
Yeah, I'm 21 years old. So
yeah. I kind of figured you were young.
Yeah. Oh, Al Bundy. Oh, what's the guy's real name? Oh, Ed O'Neill. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Classic show. You can't, it's
Did
funny.
you know that he...
Keep going.
Oh, God. I was just going to say, did you know that he was a professional football player for a little while? Ed O'Neill?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. But, well, I'm judging. Was he the quarterback?
No, I doubt it. I don't remember what... And it wasn't for very long. He wasn't a very good professional football player, but he was a professional football player.
Yeah, he's a much better comedian.
Yeah, he is.
He was. It's just some of the jokes he would say in that show were just hilarious. You can find a whole line of insults from the on YouTube.
That just goes to show you how much different the social climate was fucking from the 90s to the the 21st century. It's changed quite a bit. People are so PC and afraid of everything now. It's not funny.
Yeah, back in those days, they would make fun of everything, no matter, now
weird how that works, huh?
Yeah, and woke comedy is some of the worst. The SJW humor, it's not humor, it's just cringe. That's all it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, I have my Discord, but I made a whole video, but I'm pimping it out to everybody, but only a few people actually came to my Discord. Yeah. But anyway, the Bloodapalooza thing was kind of a disappointment, but it was still pretty funny. It was still fun because Honey Badger came on there first, and she did not know what it was about at all. She did not know what the Akumite was, what they were supposed to be doing on there.
It's right in the name. Kumite means fight. Literally.
What language?
I think it's Korean or Japanese, one of the two.
Yeah, one of those kneeses.
Yeah, some knees. But Korean isn't a knees, it's Korean. It's Koreanese.
They probably don't want to be why they call it Korean is because they don't want to be associated with the Chinese or the Japanese.
Well, they do have they're all kind of hateful towards each other over there, so there's a lot of infighting between the Eases.
Yeah, Japan doesn't like China. China doesn't like Japan. Nobody likes Vietnam.
Yep.
Yeah, the Vietnamese people, and did you know that stereotype about them eating dog? They actually eat dog in China. They actually have a dog meat festival.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
A dog meat festival.
Eating dogs.
You're don't. That's why they have no stray dogs on the streets.
Well, it's just culturally inappropriate here. But over there they don't care. So, get my belly, doggy.
Yeah, over here we raged at a guy for fighting dogs, Michael Vick, and when you go over there, they're like, "Oh, eat the dog? It's like chicken wing."
Well, there's a difference between torturing animals for your amusement and entertainment than there is for slaughtering something and eating it for food. I think.
Pigs are every bit as smart as dogs are.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a cultural.
But way more delicious.
Yeah.
And way less cute.
Yeah.
No, pigs are pretty cute.
No,
And
not really.
Baby pigs are cute.
Dogs would be delicious if we bred them to be delicious instead of bred them to be cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've chewed on my dog's face a few times. It's not very good.
You know, that'd be funny if if like one of those Chinese restaurants decided to screw with people, and instead, and then in one of the fortune cookies, put a fortune in there that says you just ate a basset hound.
A basket hound?
A basset hound.
A basket hound.
He ate a basket hound. Urge to play Fallout or watch Bestiality. Where'd your mind go? What?
Urge to play Fallout or watch Bestiality? Where did your mind go? What?
To neither of them.
I'm so confused. What does that even mean?
Nobody wants to know. Let's go in a different direction.
My corgi farts in my face. Does that count as me eating dog?
I'll take a basket.
My corgi always feels really embarrassed every time he farts. He always has this face like, no one smells this, right? It's fucking adorable.
I wonder what a basset hound's ears would taste like. Would they be like pig's ears?
All right. I think I've had enough hanging out for a time.
Oh, and now we were just talking about eating puppies?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stop this. I don't think this will be up on my channel, but the debate will. The debate will be up, and Victor Rand says you sing like an angel. He does sing. Aspie does sing really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you're still on here tomorrow at 11 the morning on Central Standard Time, I'll be having a debate with the Liberal Sanity Project. I have no idea if it's going to go like this past debate will. I have no idea if it'll be productive or not, or if it'll be more like internet blood sports or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how it's going.
That was a good announcement. I liked it. It sounded pretty mean.
So
get a job as an announcer, horse.
I can't.
Anyway, all right, guys. What even is it? What even is?
All right,
what even
see you
is,
guys. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay, have a good one, Aspie.
Okay.
Internet blood sports. Something that Tonka and Andy basically came up with. It's just more or less yelling at each other on the internet. That's basically it. Just more or less yelling at each other.
That's totally new, then, isn't it?
It's yeah. So anyway,
I'm just joking. All right. Good night, all.
Good night, people.